And it looks like FSU, after the recent win, they're actually choosing to sub out Bruno for a player, Jordan, question mark.
Oh, Jordan, question mark. Can he step up to the plate as it is now to be determined? Georgetown, as well as Ole Miss, being a little bit of the lowest performing teams in the previous weeks, but how do they perform in the land environment? And will that substitute from FSU drag them down by any bit? Now, Ewald trying to get it down. Coco with a quick shot, but Icarus clears it down to the side. Zion now trying to keep the ball in play, tries to get another touch to extend it to the middle, but a double commit coming out here, leaving Coco as the only one back with boost. Now Icarus on the play. Jordan playing it down to Icarus, who gets a little bit of an awkward touch, but Ghost now be the one to following it up, place it down to the side, trying to get it down to the middle. The ball goes awkwardly, and Zion with a clinical save coming out here.
Ooh, and Icarus already scoring the first goal there. Even though Zion made that critical save, like you said, Jordan was able to kind of pass that ball backwards into Icarus's hands. All the cars were kind of ready and set up there, and it looks like Jordan was a great sub to make this first goal happen.
Well, let's not sell Bruno short. He definitely performed well last game, and definitely in the last game in last series. But now it is Jordan's time to shine. FSU trying to give everyone on the team maybe a chance to play. Icarus down to Jordan, which doesn't get the touch that he wants. Now Ewald with a lot clear down to the backboard. Goes with a very good touch, playing it past Ewald, but Zion already there to follow it up once again.
Yeah, and definitely as an indicator of whatever our last game could say about this whole match, definitely their placement here as fifth place could mean nothing. Ole Miss did a fantastic job of giving FSU their money's worth. Even though the game went 3-0, it was very, very close. And I would like to see how close that Georgetown can make this game.
Well, how close can you make the game? Ghost already being pushed into an awkward position to the vent here, but now Kuko on the side trying to get in another touch, but Ewald with a little bit of a juicy double commit here, passing the ball down to Jordan. Icarus now back to the backboard, Ghost up into the air, trying to get it somewhere near the net, but Jordan in no position to follow this up. Now, quick aggression coming out of Icarus with a quick shot. Zion catching. So the teammate of God there, the rotations on Georgetown seem a little bit shaky.
Yeah, and it looks like Zion is generally their pretty defensive player. He plays further back towards the net most of the time. It looks like he's made a goal attempt there, but he's looking to rotate back. Ooh, so much pressure on the FSU net right now.
Well, if that pressure doesn't go into a goal, FSU will try and extend that lead even more. Jordan now down to the middle, and Icarus with second goal of this game.
And Icarus scoring both goals of this game so far. Looking to be the playmaker now, even though he was kind of that assist setup there. It looks like Jordan has come in to kind of take that spot as the assist and as the setup to allow Icarus some time to shine.
All the time to shine. It's right now. Georgetown has to step it up, but we see a ball going in favor of them. Kuko already with a quick aggression. Ewald playing it down to the middle. Ghost is waiting there. Plays the ball down to the side, and Zion playing it up down to the middle. Ghost with another very strategic touch, trying to play it down from the side, but the offensive pressure from Georgetown is just piling up. It's working out in the favor as we see Ewald with a quick shot. First goal for Georgetown.
Great setup for Zion there to make that play happen. And Ewald, fantastic play. Great air control there, knowing exactly where the ball is going to go from Zion and putting that right into the net there.
Right into the net. The pressure is on once again. Georgetown felt that little victory. Now they want it even more. We see them pressuring Zion, like you said before, definitely making some defensive decision makings and making sure that his team has all the place to pressure the ball how they need. Now Ewald playing it down to the side, boost intercepted by Jordan, who stays there in front to try and pressure the defense here from Georgetown. Now plays it down to the middle, down to Ghost, who is not really ready for it. He thought that Icarus might go for it. Now Ghost down to the middle from the backboard. Ewald with it cleared down to the side, and Zion playing nicely to the other side when nobody from FSU was waiting.
FSU still kind of showing that aggression, that love of ball control they had in that first game, and constantly putting on the pressure, knowing when the boosts are low on the Georgetown side of the of players, and knowing when to execute, put on pressure, and their rotations have been absolutely phenomenal.
Well, phenomenal rotations. Third goal coming out here with a quick snipe from Ghost all the way from his own half.
And those goals are always really impressive to me. Being able to kind of see, like, know where everyone is on the map that's how those goals happen. You know, knowing that, you know, he has this very clear pathway, and Zion can only go so far with his boost there, and able to kind of score that goal from his side, like you said.
Well, the extreme awareness is definitely a gift and a blessing to most players. Now Jordan down to the side, trying to get it down to the middle again, but Evil is there to clear it. Ghost now playing it down to the middle. Icarus with a good decision to challenge this ball, but the goal was wide open. Zion lost control, and Jordan is now pressuring the ball once again. Now Zion, awkward position, has to recover, but Jordan makes it 4-1.
Yeah, and it looks like they're getting more and more comfortable here on the FSU side of things. Jordan setting up the ball right off the corner for himself, and just popping it right in.
Well, FSU definitely trying to make sure that they continue the trend they did in the first series by winning every game. I mean, they are #1 on #2. A little bit of a tight situation right there for a reason. So now Kuko on the side, Ewell putting it down to the middle. Kuko, beautiful, just beautiful.
And like I said earlier, that great map awareness. You know, you see Jordan come up to contest, you kind of boop it over him, and you know that entire side of the field is empty. So it's a quick and easy score as long as you just shoot it right at the net.
Yeah, that awareness, that precision, and that speed is what made it all happen, as he had the time to beat Jordan to the ball. Now Jordan trying to attempt a flip reset. It doesn't get it, and Kuko now with a very quick launch to the middle. Goes and Icarus with a combination, but it gets blocked by Zion, who's now trying to get a good clear. Good communication coming out here from Georgetown, as Ewell is the one to clear the ball. Now double commit, resulting in another goal for Jordan.
Yeah, and Jordan, fantastic play today. Like, obviously it is just his first game, so not as warm as the rest of his team, but showing that he deserves to be here, showing that, you know, he's not just a bench warmer. He's here for a reason.
Well, bench warmer or not, he's definitely performing well. Jordan now with shot opportunity once again. Zion trying to take it to the side, down to Ewell. It gets contested. Ewell doesn't get the touch he wants, and it's FSU that take the game.
Yeah, great play, like I said, from the FSU side of things. And what some intense gameplay. You know, I think comparatively to the first game, you know, we saw it was a lot more even from Ole Miss, and not so much on this game. Do you have any idea why? Like, what would make Georgetown, you know, get a little more edge, maybe cheat out 1 or 2 more goals coming into this next game?
Well, we can definitely see, and probably Georgetown as well, analyze that FSU is definitely trying to look for this, the kind of passing plays, but also solo plays. So the only way to shut it down is either dedicate yourself to intercept every pass they're trying to make, or shut down the player before they can make the pass. Of course, that's going to lead yourself into a little bit of a more offensive rotation, not working in favor out of for them if they are going to get countered, but it's probably the only way they can shut down the offensive power for FSU. So in order to go with that, if they can find a little bit of a tight rotation, get that confidence up, a little bit less double commits, that will give them the upper hand, the positioning they need to intercept those plays.
For sure. And I kind of want to see Zion come out of the goal a little more. I think he plays a little more defensively than I like. I want to see him rotate out into the mid, into the end field a little more, because generally he's the one making all the saves. But it looks like we have a bit of a technical issue. One of the players has lost his sound. So we're going to go to a real quick break. We'll be right back. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the EGF Power 5 Invitational here in New York City. Just fixed the sound issue here for our Georgetown player. So we're going to be right back into the games. We're here in Game 2 with FSU leading 1-0 now.
Oh, 1-0, definitely a very comfortable position for FSU. Not like they need it, because they got the skills to back it up. And the pressure is coming out here from Georgetown. They know what's on the line. They want to fight for what is right, and they're going to try and make it work. But Icarus down to the middle, gets intercepted by Ewell. Zion with a quick attempt, but Jordan being the last man back already shuts it down once again. Jordan gets intercepted Zion with a back pass down to Kuko, who gets it down to the corner as Ghost is there to intercept it once again. Zion with a miss, Ewell with a quick shot, but it just goes wide.
Yeah, and I feel like every time I see Jordan's name, I kind of want to use that question mark in his name. Like, should it be Jordan or just like Jordan, you know? But they're having some phenomenal pressure here. You know, Ewell making plays. It looks like he's trying to make this score happen, but Ghost takes it right out of his hands.
Well, trying to build that confidence from the team, from a fancy shot. It doesn't have to be too fancy. It just has to be effective, and it will already increase the mentality. Now, Ewell trying to get a little bit of a more controlled touch, but Jordan is first to it. Plays it down to Icarus. Goes down to the middle, but Zion has to be the last solid back man to get this ball cleared, as now Kuko is the only one back. Gets a very awkward touch. Jordan plays it down high into the own corner of Georgetown.
Yeah, and it looks like, you know, Georgetown, although fairly comfortable, let Icarus score with 2 people guarding the goal there, unfortunately.
Well, maybe this is the reason why they let Zion do all the defensive work, because right there, nobody knows why Ewell had to try and get a wave dash. Maybe he had no boost and wanted to try and use the sidewall to get to it, but Icarus, beautiful placement, quick shot coming out here, and that's all what made it work. But now the pressure is on once again. Icarus with a clear downfield. Ewell gets a good touch, tries to connect it to Zion, but Jordan is there, getting the ball down to the side once again. Icarus not able to contest it. Zion down to Kuko, who has no boost, tries to make it work with what he has left. Ghost with a little bit of an awkward positioning. Kuko with a beautiful challenge here, but Ghost gets the upper hand.
Yeah, but like you said, Zion, definitely more so the defensive player earlier. And love to see him kind of touch the ball more. But Ewell is kind of the player that stands out to me on the Georgetown side. I want to be able... Unfortunately, Zion scores on his own team. That's such an unfortunate goal. It looked like he was going to pass it right out of the goal area, but that just slight bit of an angle catches it right on the corner and bounces it right in.
I think at this moment, everybody, including Zion, wants to close their eyes and pretend like that didn't happen. But Ghost already making it 3-0. Beautiful kickoff coming out here, and nobody on defense ready for it because going for the both boost.
Great control from Ghost there, honestly. You know, winning the contest for the first challenge of the ball and knowing, you know, oh, I need this boost, need to angle my car exactly this way. Fantastic play from him.
Oh, fantastic plays coming out here left, right, and Santa Ghost now playing it down to the middle, trying to come to his teammate. Icarus already lurking on the... Trying to play it down to Jordan, who gets a quick shot down to the side. Tries to get it back to the middle with a little bit of a fancy play. Like we said before, it doesn't have to be fancy as long as it is efficient. But FSU has that confidence, has the goal advantage to be that fancy.
Yeah, and the fancy plays, although not necessary, like you said, the effective plays are what makes it work. But I think Georgetown has found some difficulties, and like you said at the end of last game, you know, they often tend to double commit a lot of the times for some of these balls, and the players aren't really positioned well to receive setups from other players. Definitely a little bit of lack of synergy, and I want to see that them be a little more comfortable playing with each other.
Well, as comfortable or uncomfortable as they might be, FSU is trying to take full control and full resources of that. Play that awkward positioning, play that awkward teamwork, and make it what makes you win. Now, good shot coming out from Zion, just a little bit wide and clear to the side from Jordan. Icarus now getting challenged and goes being the last man back. Ball down to the middle. Kuko playing it up high. Ewell not coming up for this, even though it was a thing, but Zion with a quick shot. Double commit there on defense, but Jordan makes it work.
Yeah, and Jordan has definitely been a great substitute here. Maybe it's a bit of Jordan and Bruno playing the same roles, but Jordan, another great playmaker for FSU and getting the ball scored here.
Well, great positioning. Maybe replacing Bruno for the same role. I feel like Jordan is bringing some more striking power down to the table, where Bruno was more of like a setup player, maybe a little bit more defensive than Jordan. Maybe it is just how they feel and how they technically put themselves against different teams. But now Zion clearing the ball, already intercepted by Ghost on the sidewall there, but Ewol now in control, trying to get it past Icarus. He does it so beautifully, almost balls Jordan, but he was a little bit quicker to the touch, able to intercept it. Now Ghost taking it to the side, trying to take full control. He gets it over Kuko. Ewol, last man back, gets it clear.
Yeah, and a great save from Ewol there, but FSU going to continue on the pressure here, knowing full well how to rotate left and right to make sure this ball stays on the Georgetown side of the court here.
While the ball is staying on their court, the defense is struggling to get it out because it's Ghost once again putting it down to the middle for Icarus. Gets the goal, but Ewol was there lurking in the middle to get that ball cleared. Zion with a mistouch. Kuko now down to Zion, but it's Ewol following up, trying to play it down to the side, trying to get that last goal and get that momentum shifting, but 2 seconds remaining, 1 second. It's last man to touch the ball, and the ball to not touch the ground. That will have an opportunity. Ghost lays it down to the side, trying to take control, gets bumped by Kuko. Zion drops it himself. I think Georgetown didn't want the opportunity. They want to make it count in the next game to try and beat FSU.
Yeah, and I'm actually quite surprised that, FSU towards the end there was kind of keeping the ball alive, even though they had the win basically secured. You saw Jordan kind of holding the ball on top of his head there towards the end of it. But very quick and easy victory, it seems. FSU kind of, feeling themselves after these first 2 games, and definitely can show everyone why they were first seed coming out of the prelims.
Yeah, definitely great performance overall coming out here from the team. Something that we have to appreciate is how solid they are. And yeah, it's just showing already Georgetown had no way to put up a fight against this team so far. So a beautiful start coming out from FSU from the day, already sweeping off Ole Miss, and they're almost doing the same to Georgetown. So now it really comes down to this. And I'm having some issues to try and connect back to the match.
I'm having some issues trying to connect back to the match as well. So we're going to go on a quick technical break. We'll be right back as soon as we can fix these match issues.
Well,
ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for the match. Thank you so much for working with us around that delay. Had a quick lobby issue with Rocket League. Every once in a while it happens. But it looks like we're going to be starting now into Game 3 here between Georgetown and FSU. FSU obviously being the team that has been in such a dominating force for these first 2 games on this stream so far.
Yeah, and they're already on match point, already trying to sweep up Georgetown once again, and a beautiful mid-air pinch coming out here from Icarus, and I believe it was Ghost. Now Ghost trying to get it down to the middle. The defense does it for him. Jordan gets a beautiful 50-50 as Icarus pushes it down once again. Zion, now last man back, has to go up for this. The pressure is real. Ghost pushing it down to the middle once again. A little bit of a very unfortunate control here as Kuko is the last man back, tries to dribble it out, but the pressure from Jordan is already breaking it.
Yeah, and Jordan absolutely applying the pressure along with the entire rest of the team of FSU. Like I said, showing why they deserve this first place, why they even earned this first place coming out of prelims, and why they're really going to want to challenge FSU, LSU, which is the other undefeated team here in the games today. They'll actually be facing each other later today on Stream 1 at twitch.tv/official EGF. So do check those out.
Yeah, well, we don't have the privilege to cast the first games, but we do have the privilege to cast the others because all teams that are participating so far have shown great potential, but it's now Georgetown on the ball. Ghost not getting the touch that he wants, but he clears it down to the middle. It's now Jordan trying to get a little bit of a fancy airplay going. Maybe it's that air ability that they needed, but it's Icarus with the first goal.
Yeah, I think Icarus and Jordan, the two of them have been showing phenomenal offensive pressure. They know how to control these balls really well, and Zion unfortunately tried to go for that bit of a pass by in front of the goal save again, and just off a little bit, but means that FSU is going to take the lead here.
Well, FSU definitely applying pressure with that first goal lead here in Game 3. Georgetown now backed into a corner. They have to score more than FSU in order to keep themselves alive in this series. Icarus plays it down to the middle, tries to connect with Ghost, who just misses barely. Now it's Ewol versus Icarus under chase, but Icarus gets to there first. Jordan with a quick shot, but is blocked by Kuko.
Yeah, and Kuko gonna kind of step up where Zion has been faltering a little bit for these past couple saves, but looks like Jordan's gonna try to make another goal attempt. Stopped by the crossbar there, unfortunately.
Well, stopped or not, FSU is not going to back down after that one crossbar. They want it more than ever. They have felt it. They got close. It's Jordan with a quick shot, but Ewol gets in front of there. Now it's Ghost as a last solid backman here for FSU. Gets it cleared down the middle. Tries to go all the way himself. Tries to air dribble it. Gets pressured by Zion. Zion and Ewol, not with the very most fortunate clear that they can find. And it is Jordan with shots again. But Zion. Beautiful defense coming out here from the man.
Yeah, and honestly, watching some of these players play keeps me in awe. Like, I definitely don't have the skills at all for this game. Obviously, a lot of practice, a lot of time commitment, but you know, FSU makes this look very, very easy.
Well, time commitment is one thing. You have to grind out those hours over all the time. I mean, I've been playing Rocket League myself for over 3 years, already accumulating almost 2,500 hours. It's making me somewhere in this game, but definitely not as close as these players. Now, Jordan on the side wall, trying to get it down to the middle, but I think it was Zion a little bit giving it a little bit of debris to work through, as it's now Ewol trying to get the shot on target, but goes quickly enough, gets to the ball. Jordan trying to get it down to the middle. He sees that Kuko is challenging, so he goes for the boost. Definitely trying to starve that defense from Georgetown down. With boost as it is, Ghost now getting the ball down to the side. Nobody from his team there as Jordan takes his time, gets it back down to the middle, tries to push it through, but the defense from Georgetown stands strong once again.
Yeah, and definitely a bit of strongest shield meets sharpest spear here, where Georgetown playing really defensively, but you know, sometimes the spear is just too sharp and it does push through every so often.
A little bit of a poke here. The poke still continues with Jordan in the aggression right now. Kuko doesn't get the touch. He wants Zion. A little bit of a very unfortunate miss here coming out from Kuko once again. Ewol in awkward position, playing it down to Icarus, who's now trying to control it, trying to get a dunk. He does get a dunk. Jordan now up, trying to get a shot on target, but it's Kuko with the defense coming out. Zion trying to get a cook sip pinch. Doesn't really work out in his favor. It's Jordan whiffing once again. Goes the last person back. If Zion could have beaten him to that ball, it might have been the potential first goal for Georgetown.
Ooh, and Zion almost making an attempt of a score there. But now we're closing on the last 8 seconds of the game. If Georgetown could put a ball in here, it could potentially tie this game, but looks like FSU is going to have too much control. Ooh, it's so close. If that bounce was allowed to happen, that could have been at least into overtime. But FSU is going to be taking this series again as another 3-0 victory.
Oh yeah, so close, but yet so far, FSU definitely showing why they are a stronghold, why they are a force to be reckoned with, and LSU will probably have to watch out because these boys seem on fire.
Yeah, incredible gameplay from them, and it looks like we will be getting ready to go to our Game 3, which is going to be Georgetown back again playing against WSU, Washington State University. So, an exciting game, but we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Stick around.